Hello, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are back. Uh, hello, Shaikh. Hello,
हेलो
Shaikh.
हाँ।
We are on stream.
हम
ये
ठीक है हम क्या खेल रहे हैं बताओ तो
मुट्ठी मारने लगे सारे।
पता नहीं, मेरे को ही नहीं
मैं
पता
स्ट्रीम
क्या
एंड करूँ ना फिर क्या करूँ भाई
अबे कुछ खेलेंगे ही ना, क्या ही है, क्या खेल रहे हैं ये वो। नहीं, क्या खेलते हैं?
हाँ निक्के खेलते हैं साले साले
मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
हाँ भाई
अच्छा,
तेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है बोलता है घर वाले देखते हैं वगैरह दरवाजा
वो
खुला रहता
दरवाजा
है
बंद करना पड़ेगा मेरे को।
कर दे भाई दरवाजा बंद क्या सीन है
ऑन स्ट्रीम खेलेंगे बट
ऑन
बता।
स्ट्रीम
हाँ,
भाई गंदी
तेरे
गंदी
पीसी
बातें हो रही है।
तेरे पीसी में डाउनलोडेड है
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कर लेंगे।
कर लेंगे बोलता है साला तूने कर ली वैसे मोबाइल में
नहीं, मैं तेरे को बोला तो सही, मेरे को नहीं आता वो।
अरे यार ये स्ट्राइक को आता होगा अरे स्ट्राइक
क्या
यूएस का प्ले स्टोर अकाउंट कैसे बना अबे यार लेकिन छोड़ा हम ऑप्शन बात
नहीं
करते
यार, लंबा काम है भाई।
हाँ पता है वो
हाँ
तो
तो लंबा काम करके दे
हाँ भाई ये
शेख।
गंदे काम नहीं करते हम। हाँ
हाँ भाई ठीक है हाँ लंबा काम है वो पहले ही पता है भाई ऐसे ही
हाँ, टी लॉन्चर में जाने की असली में माइनक्राफ्ट मतलब, ठीक है, सॉरी।
क्या
है ये लॉन्चर माइनक्राफ्ट है।
वो कहाँ से बोल दिया भाई ठीक है भाई
तेरी
अच्छी
भाई
बात
जिसका साथ दे रहा था।
सॉरी तू
एक मिनट, एक रोल बोल
रेगरेट
लिया।
हुआ कोई बात नहीं ए, यहाँ पे है नहीं क्या लेवल भाई रुक जाओ बहुत टाइम हो गया भाई यहाँ जाए यहाँ चलते हैं। पहले थोड़ा सा वो कर ले
मैं तो जा रहा हूँ इंजुमा, ठीक है।
यानी ज़ूमा तक पहुंच गया तू।
यस।
स्ट्राइक
अच्छा।
पहुंच गया।
स्ट्राइक
हम्म
जस्ट टू लेट यू नो डिस्प्ले कैप्चर है
जस्ट लेटिंग यू नो वो मेन्यू पांडा है, मैंने भी अभी तेरे स्ट्रीम में पढ़ा है वो मैसेज।
अरे भाई ये तो भाई ट्रेजेडी हो गई मैं सोच रहा हूँ भाई स्ट्राइक कोई ऐसी हरकत कैसे कर सकता है खुद ही ने तो बोला था थोड़ी देर पहले कि डिस्प्ले कैप्चर कर ले टेडी खुद ही भूल गया
नहीं, क्या हुआ है?
अरे
मैंने
कुछ
भी
नहीं
अभी तेरे स्ट्रीम में देखा है।
भाई
एग्जाम।
स्ट्राइक भी लाइक मैंने कब गाली दी भाई साहब ये क्या है ओके नाइस अबे यार
मैं
कुणाल
अंकित तो हॉट लग रही है आज
ये सब तो अच्छी
तेरे
बात
भाई जिसका साथ दे रहा था।
सॉरी
बच्चा है ना कंटेंट मिलेगा तेरी स्ट्रीम पे
एक रोल
रिग्रेट
बोल
हुआ
लिया।
कोई बात
वीडियोस देखते हैं क्या।
नहीं यहाँ पे है नहीं क्या लेवल
कौन
भाई
हॉट लग रही थी वैसे।
रुक जाओ बहुत टाइम हो गया भाई
अंकित
यहाँ जाए यहाँ
अच्छा
चलते
चलो
हैं
वेट कर।
थोड़ा सा वो कर ले
बे स्ट्राइक ना लौड़े लिखा है बेंचो, मेरे को लगा
ये देख
क्या ही
ये
कितना ही बड़ा
स्क्रीन पे
सीन
अपडेट
होगा।
अब ये
साला
चेक करने गया है
पंबल
क्या।
खेलने मजा
हट
आएगा
बे,
लोग भी है अरे
हट।
पंबल खेलने भी तो वो चाहिए ना भाई
थैंक यू
पहला तो
फॉर
पो भाई
ज्वाइनिंग।
पहला तो पो भाई है भाई स्ट्रीम के लिए भी वो तो नहीं करता कभी
थैंक यू फॉर द ज्वाइनिंग। कमल खेल रहे तो भाई बैठ बैठा। हमें
क्या
मिलते हैं कल।
बाय
सॉरी।
बाय
वाह भाई क्या बे पो साली एक पंबल खेल लेगा तो क्या हो जाएगा तेरा
ये नहीं, आधा भी नहीं।
ऐसा क्या ठीक है
या
बाय
मैं निक्के
अच्छा
खेलने को तैयार हूँ, समझ तू।
ऐसा
पोमल
क्या
नहीं।
हाँ तो खेलना लोगों को दिखा भाई
स्ट्राइक बता तो कैसे खेलना है
डाउनलोड करनी पड़ेगी आज।
क्या
आज
क्या
कोई सीन नहीं है आज।
अबे अभी देख लेंगे, मैं कुछ
मतलब
और काम
2
कर रहा
बजे
था
तक
साथ में।
2 बजे तक खेलेंगे
वो
कल
आप
भी।
बाद
लग
में
रहा
कर
मोटी
लियो।
हो गई थोड़ी,
हाँ
मोटी होने लगी।
अरे मैं कुछ नहीं, तो मन में आया बोलने लगा था, चुप रहा यार, स्ट्रीम चल रही पहुंच रही है, रुक जा।
मैं तो क्या है।
कलम, ये कुणाल कहाँ गायब हो गया?
का अलग से मशीन चल रहा है।
अच्छा, उसका अलग से चालू हो गया। वाह।
एक मुंबई एक बैंगलोर।
ठीक है भाई।
क्या है भाई ये गंदी गेम?
उड़ते रहो।
हाँ ना,
एक जमाने पे आप भी खेलते थे।
नहीं
देख रहे पांडा क्या कह रहे थे।
कौन? सिर्फ
मैं तो नहीं
पांडा नहीं
खेला।
खेलता था, पांडा पांडा ही नहीं खेलता था भाई। पांडा कोई
पांडा
दूसरी गेम्स वगैरह खेलने का
पांडा भाई
पता नहीं, खेला है
किलर,
भाई वो भी।
वो
किलर,
से
यस।
पांडा क्या खेलता था फिर?
क्या?
किलर
अरे
के साथ।
पांडा खेलता है भाई, लेकिन पता नहीं भाई। पांडा को
क्या?
ऐसा है भाई,
से
उसको
किलर
जो
के साथ।
पसंद है वो सही है,
अबे
बाकी
बट क्या क्या
उसमें
खेलता
काम
क्या
नहीं
है ये?
देखो,
फॉरेस्ट खेलता था।
हैं?
फोर्टनाइट ही
राफ्ट भी
खेलता था।
खेले भाई, राफ्ट,
राफ्ट भी हाँ
माइनक्राफ्ट
भाई,
खेला भाई।
हाँ, तो नहीं
लव।
तो
बोर होता
माइनक्राफ्ट तो खूब खेला।
माइंड का वो गो सही है,
बस
सही
भाई,
है।
तो हमने भी खेली है ना भाई, हो गया
माइनक्राफ्ट
भाई।
में क्या किया फिर, वो बेड एक साथ लगाए।
मैं
3 बेड
दो,
में।
दो, दो के बीच में मेरा बेड था।
भाई टेडी सुन ना,
हाँ,
मैं ट्राई किया पता है माइनक्राफ्ट, इतना ज्यादा ट्राई
वो
किया
तो
ना, फिर बाद में मेरे को लगा
एक मुझे पिक्सी
मैं नहीं
वो
खेल
दो
रहा
वो
ये।
देख।
मैं सही बोला, मैं भी
नहीं,
खेल
पिक्सी
रहा,
का
एक
नहीं
बार आया
है,
था मैं खेल।
पिक्सी का नहीं है, वो दोनों का बेड।
अच्छा वो
हाँ
एक तो टेडी को अच्छे से पता होगा।
You're in for a little shock.
पता है भाई।
अच्छा,
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Shit.
Come a little closer. Motion to compel. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Incinerate.
साले पो,
हाँ
तो पहले आके वीसी चेक नहीं करता क्या भाई? रोज आके ये क्या भाई? आज तो वीसी में बैठा था, फिर भी ये क्या है भाई? वीसी
अरे वो तो रिचुअल है ना।
अरे सुनो सुनो सुनो, तुम गेम डिसाइड करो, मैं आया 5-10 मिनट में।
नहीं हो रही भाई।
मेरे को
game
बाहर
decide
बुला
तो।
रहे, मुझे बाहर बुला रहे, पता नहीं क्यों आया मैं।
कि मैं यही खेल रहा हूँ ना अभी। गेम डिसाइड तो हो ही नहीं पाया। अरे कलम यहाँ से अंडरग्राउंड था ना, फिर वो वापस कहाँ गया?
You're in for a little shock.
वापस अलग से चालू हो गया। वाह भाई, कट सीन आ रहे होंगे ना। हाँ, बहुत मजा आया। ये
Come a little
अरे ये
closer.
वो था ना? नहीं, ये नहीं है वो, शायद वो अभी सीजन ऑफ अभी।
You're in for a little shock.
ये नहीं खेला तुमने। क्या हम पहुंच पाएंगे कलम? जवाब है नहीं। अरे अरे ठीक है नीचे नीचे है।
ओ टेडी, ओ
बोलना।
टेडी न्या।
बंद कर, नींद आ गई। ओके, आ जाती है भाई वैसे स्काई खेलते हुए नींद। आई एग्री। मतलब रिलैक्सिंग है ना।
एक मिनट मैप खोल ले।
थंबनेल बनाया तो तुम चूहे से सीखो।
क्या?
थंबनेल बनाना मेरे से सीखो सालो।
कोई नहीं भाई, आज की
नहीं बनाता
क्या?
अच्छे ओके, पहले अच्छे थे, अब ज्यादा जोर नहीं लगा, कुछ भी डाल देता।
नहीं,
हाँ बे।
ओके तो अभी भी अच्छे लग रहे हैं ना।
हाँ
वो
भाई,
की
तेरे
बेस्ट
से तो अच्छा
क्वालिटी
है।
क्या देख
तेरा
रहा
तो
तो क्या
बढ़िया।
अच्छा लग रहा है पोके?
बहुत कुछ भाई।
ये बात तो सही बोली बे पिक्सी, पहले ना थोड़ा मैं फोटोशॉप यूज करता था, अभी पता नहीं क्यों नहीं कर रहा।
मेरे से क्या हुआ पिक्सी साले, ये पहले पहले की बोल सकता था भाई, अभी का जो है वो भी थंबनेल गंदा है। हर
ये वाला
थंबनेल
गंदा
गंदा
है,
नहीं होता। हाँ ये वाला गंदा है, मुझे पता है भाई। तुझे तुझे क्या लगता है, मेरे को नहीं पता ही। अरे
इससे
इसमें
तो
स्टैमिना
अच्छा
है
लगा था।
क्या?
कोमल पार्टी अपडेट होने लगा।
Come a little closer. You're in
इससे
for a
का भी
little
अपडेट
shock.
आएगा बड़ा सा।
चलो तू यहाँ पे बिल्कुल नहीं आया। अच्छा हाँ, ऊपर जो स्टैमिना है ना, उतनी देर में बाहर नहीं गए तो मर जाते हैं भाई।
Let's spark things up a little.
क्या करेगा?
Come a little closer.
तू मत खेलना तू भाई, ये क्या मतलब है, तू ये क्यों लगा रहता है?
जो गंदा है भाई, लोगों का ऐसे गंदे।
अरे ठीक है भाई, तो अपना ओपिनियन अपने पास रखना, हर किसी का ओपिनियन अलग होता है भाई।
भाई ओपिनियन की बात ही नहीं है भाई, जो गलत है तो वो गलत है।
हाँ तो भाई गेम ही है ना।
क्या बोल रहा है ये?
जो होता है।
अरे बोलता भाई ये स्काई गंदी गेम है, वो सब।
ठीक है भाई,
हाँ ना, क्या बोलूं भाई,
सही बोला सही बोला,
बहुत गंदी गेम है।
मान गया।
गेंशिन भी गंदी गेम है
You're
भाई,
in for a
सारे
little
भी
shock.
गंदी गेम है।
इसको बुरा लग गया है गंदी।
क्या?
कलम
कौन बोल रहा है भाई?
कुनाल गया फिर, तुम्हारे नाम
Come
से
a
है
little
मैं।
closer.
ये कल्याण और सुना था, कल्याण और कलम का।
कल्याण गुलाल कलम।
गुलाल गुलाल
साला फंबल हो रहा है
You're
उसमें
in
भी।
for a little shock.
गुलाल गुलाल भाई। साले
एक मिनट टेडी पे, लेकिन ये कौन सी अभी खेलता है, ये क्या खेलता है अभी?
कौन? वेलो
ये-
नहीं,
आपको हक नहीं है ये गेम को गंदी करने बोलने का। सॉरी।
और ये किसने डिसाइड किया?
मैंने,
फिर तो मैं सुनता ही नहीं।
फिर मैं भी
हाँ
क्यों
तो
सुनूं?
हाँ तो तूने क्या डिसाइड किया कि ये गंदी गेम है, तो हम क्यों सुने भाई, मान क्या ले हम?
भाई मत सुनो, मैंने कब बोला सुनो? तुम ही
मैंने
आगे
कब
बढ़ गए।
बोला सुनो आप? ये तो आपने सुन लिया ना।
ये तो आर्ग्यू कर रहा है।
हाँ मैं कहाँ, मैं तो टेडी को बोल रहा हूँ।
भाई साहब, भाई पिक्सी भाई ऑल टाइम अल्टीमेट सपोर्टर भाई। निशान
You're
का
in for a little shock.
देखो कैसे फिर किसी का सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं।
भाई, मेरे को बड़े लोगों से दिक्कत है।
Come a little closer.
हाँ कलम यहाँ मैप है पता है, ये वाला जिस पे सब पे क्रॉस बने हुए हैं, मतलब मैंने कर लिए। हाँ रुक, होम चलते हैं। लिमिट कलम देखो, तूने पास लिया था उसके बाद ये तेरे को फ्री में मिला, फ्री सीजन से मिला मतलब?
हाँ टोटल मिला के।
अरे भाई साहब, तूने पूरा किया था ये? कितना टाइम लगा तेरे को?
लास्ट के एक दिन पहले खरीदा सब।
खरीदा था तूने?
हाँ
पास खरीदा था?
पास नहीं फ्री चीजें मिलते हैं ना उनके।
अच्छा ठीक है, मतलब वो ये कैंडल्स के बदले खरीदा था ऐसा?
हाँ
अच्छा, मेरे को लगा भाई तू वो 900 रुपए का 1000 रुपए का पास खरीदा।
ना फ्री टू प्ले भाई।
फ्री टू प्ले बोलते हैं। एक मिनट, कैंडल किससे कलेक्ट करते थे? एफ? नहीं, एफ से नहीं।
अबे और दबा के पूरा माउस कर्सर लेके जा।
अरे आर से कर सकते हैं।
अब हम तो और दबा के।
भाई जीने खुद ही आ रहा है। ओके।
तेरे भी वो रेड रेड वो आ रहा था ना कलम?
Thank you for
एक सेकंड।
Ad Astra Ab.
अरे यार, ठीक है भाई चलो, अब एक पम्मल खेल के बंद करते हैं भाई। लेकिन खेल कौन कौन रहा है? रुक, पिक्सी खेल रहा है ना तू पम्मल? क्या जोर से तो
हाँ
बोल।
हाँ।
ओके। पांडा,
हाँ
पम्मल खेल रहा है ना तू?
कमल,
हाँ।
लीथल की बात हुई थी ना?
अरे
ठीक है पमल खेलते हैं।
ठीक है, स्ट्राइक तो आएगा, कलम भी है। ठीक है, पो के अकाउंट से वो आ नहीं रहा है।
जीने आ
और जीने किसके अकाउंट से आएगा? उसके पास खुद का अकाउंट है। हाँ,
रहा
जेरी का अकाउंट है।
तो लीथल खेलते हैं ना फिर जेरी के अकाउंट से तो।
जेरी पे लीथल है।
चलो ठीक है, अब बोल पाएंगे बैंड। ये हलवे लोग हैं। मैं तो भाई बैंड तो खेलता हूँ। मैं तो मैंने चलो पर्पल निकल जाए भाई, पर्पल। क्या ही लग ड्रैगन्स ले लेंगे, थैंक यू। चलो हम जा रहे, गंदा जा रहे। या कोई होता है इन जुम्मन। आइए मजा आएगा बे, इन मजा के हाय 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 हाय।
Oh, yes, yes. They have the audacity to go after anything. The 7 dragons, gods. No, still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the...
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that two big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some...
Two big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber in Mondstadt.
You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been... Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure... They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive...
Oh, indeed. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat Travel Guide, then? Correct. The Grand Thief is somewhat... So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt...
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith, all but anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking beneath. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this...
Oh.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member.
लियो में नई काम है मेरा इनजुमा काम है मेरे क्या बकवास ग्रैंड थीफ ये वो इनजुमा चलो ना भाई प्लीज मेरे को इनजुमा में पहुंचा दो बस ना की है कि इनके ग्रैंड थीफ मेरे
The hunt begins!
लोअर कोई दिक्कत नहीं लोअर में इनजुमा तो पहुंचे भी अगर करना मेरे को
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked. Boom, boom!
Huh? Come a little closer.
Incinerate!
Here.
ऐसे चेस्ट नहीं है क्या पता नहीं सादे चेस्ट तो ही
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
मेरे को लगा था मैं गया भाई चलो कौन मिला भाई आई
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something?
ऊपर है इसकी
Why is the statue of the Seven hanging and the statue's hands? Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right? But this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon and the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Hello? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here, and fast! Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
We go. Adventure time. Off we go.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss.
होगा
You have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Dane, Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Pirate's never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Motion to compel. Off we go.
You're in for a little shock.
Incinerate.
Come a little closer. You're in for...
All life will perish.
Motion to compel. Yeah. Teamwork is dreamwork.
You're in for a little shock.
Oh yeah.
This power, it seems familiar. I see. So it's you. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
Alright. Hey, bye bye.
What a tough battle. Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them? Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now.
Please don't tell me उन्हें सुना जाने के लिए मैं 15 करोड़.
We meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strict. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyss...
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald, we fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll...
ये 500 मीटर आगे पीछे क्यों? चलो मेरे को लगा इन्हें जहाँ की बोट मिल जाएगी अब मेरे को अभी सरल्ड हट ला 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 ला
Come a little closer. You're in for
Incinerate!
Avengers!
Come a little closer.
Everybody stand back! Let's light the room!
You're in for a little. Come a little closer. You're in for a little You're in for a little shock.
Let's light it up! Those abyss mages just now. Were they?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits? You know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object. However, they look disappointed, so it would...
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire abyss. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here.
Adventure time!
नहीं करती इतना मेहनत की फिर बाद में पता लगा जाए नहीं बोल दो ना यहीं से जाना है तो ये भगवान
Let's light it up! Motion to compel. Can't handle your drink. I'm going in.
You're in for a little shock.
Incinerate.
closer.
Motion to compel.
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark.
Incinerate.
Looks like I got carried away.
Boom!
Going out is tiring.
Motion to compel. Let's light it up. Invisible evidence. Look at you, Boozle. Boom! I'm going in. Motion to compel.
No, bye bye.
Let's light it up. Boom!
सब ये क्या थंबनेल था? Yes, this is what. पता नहीं ना क्या खेलने वाला था इसलिए क्या ही कर सकते।
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Just like your appearance in that tavern, time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
Branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Khaenri'ah?
Yes.
Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Khaenri'ah was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
Okay.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Kanria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's... It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Kanria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Kanria. Am I right?
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Kanria than both of you. Kanria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind. Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Kanria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we can.
Okay. अबे क्या है इसको इधर उधर जाता रहता है लो Allah, मैं यहाँ पे रहूँगा फिर मैं यहाँ पे रहूँगा फिर मैं यहाँ पे रहूँगा 500 मीटर 800 मीटर दूर 2000 मीटर दूर मिलूँगा आपसे अबे बहन जा सकते थे शायद
Motion to compel.
Hola lápiz.
Over there! It's more. Dane was just saying how these ain't. So.
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No, these Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Canria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Canria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Canria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
Well, that sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose.
Come a little closer.
Everybody stand back! Boom!
You're in for a little shock.
Motion to compel!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Wrap up the flame! Incinerate!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Motion to compel! I'm going in!
Come a little closer.
Motion to compel! Time for your arraignment!
Come a little closer.
Huh? This abyss mage dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to her highness.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-leaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate leave. So Dane, what message does this talisman...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osial, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osial?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident, though you may not have been aware of it at the time. You were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to...
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osial, just as they did Dval?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osial's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to...
Is that even... So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Conria. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Conria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it...
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the
cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
Okay. मैं इन नजरों नहीं लेने जाता, इन नजरों नहीं भाई, उधर मत जाओ अभी, आपके पास उतना पावर नहीं है, आप उधर जाके क्या करोगे? इंशाल्लाह हलवा.
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how...
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return,
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say... And actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave...
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any... When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now. Or that's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues.
Okay, then we'll just go in.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever...
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. But in the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue. Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any... Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said out...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another...
The Tyrant's Final...
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as this strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot
छी बे
fireballs.
क्या हुआ बे
Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven.
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's...
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again. Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the...
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must... Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the...
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. Welcome...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the...
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the...
No, that's not. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from...
क्या ही घुमा रहा है भाई ये लोग, सीधे सीधे बोल नहीं सकते। और ये चलाने का सीन हटाओ बे, तो चल चल के थक रखा हूँ।
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're...
Motion to compel. Everybody stand back. Let's lock.
You're... Come a little closer.
There sure are a lot.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, what?
I'm not...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. I have no problem interacting with people, but it's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them, but at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dan...
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area.
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what... Not the easy...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really? The Abyss Order already went after Devalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after an...
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the Honorary Knight. Please go and check if Lupit, this god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear the... Okay, be careful.
welcome here. So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine power. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no. Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on. No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all...
नहीं
Bow before the abyss.
You're in for a little shock.
Incinerate!
Come a little closer. My.
Breath of the flame!
Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
I'm going in! Motion to
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Let's go, let's go! On a rock!
थैंक यू भाई बचा लिया
Come a little close. Looks like I got carried away.
मैं ये क्या कर रहा है
Incinerate! Motion to compel! Where'd that come from? Let's go, let's go!
All life will perish.
Ha! I'm here! On a rock! Can't handle your drink! Huh! Everybody stand back! Incinerate! Yeah! Inadmissible evidence!
Decimate. All life
It's
will
not over yet.
perish.
Motion to...
The world will fall.
Ja! Da!
The end
Ja!
will come.
Ja! Ha! Da! Ha! Ja! Ha! Da!
The end is nigh.
Oof!
interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be a...
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that... But still... The Abyss...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But... Scary outsider. Not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws... You smelled danger and came...
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for... But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell...
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Missiles. I do not know this strange word. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield vision.
Fireballs? Hey, anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt. It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But...
Yes, you were a big... We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking.
Yes, I smell... You too. Also.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go.
Off we go.
ये तंग करने लगा है बेंच मैं कोई ना समझ आ
There you are. Did you see
I saw her but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces but wasn't able to gather any information. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the look...
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North. It must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good. And the fireballs stopped. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before. So they came to interpret it as the time.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget.
क्या है ये मिशन? गुस्सा दिला रहा है मिशन। ये नहीं है। चीज़ कहाँ से? ये है।
This is it, right? Okay then. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? What's...
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The Eye. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another...
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then... what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hand. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well...
Oh...
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, there... well... good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that abyss. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this...
Okay. ठीक।
Adventure time!
I'll take care of it.
3 हीलर पे चलो
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
क्या सीन है भाई छोड़ देंगे बाय यार
Let's dance. Let's go, let's go. Ah. Yeah.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps from your darkest night. Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Incinerate!
Adventure time!
Motion to compel. I'm a rock. Let the show begin. Oh, hi. Huh? Oh, huh. Hi. Go. Hi. Oh, boom, boom.
नहीं 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 छोड़ दे।
Look at you, boo down on the rocks. Let the show begin. Pew pew. Boom boom. Time for your arraignment. Everybody stand back. Motion to compel. Oh no! Incinerate! Yeah! Let's dance. Yeah. Hey. Motion to compel. Teamwork is dreamwork. On a rock. Incinerate. Inadmissible evidence. Let's light it up. Ow.
The end will come.
Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Where'd that come? Diana special. Pew pew. I'll protect us.
The end is nigh.
On the rocks.
Urging time. The end will
I'm here.
come.
Motion to compel.
The world will fall. Surging time.
Pew pew.
Death image.
Ah.
All life will perish.
I'm here. Boom boom. Everybody stand back. On the rocks.
The world will fall. Surge the abyss.
Easy peasy for me. Ole. Didi.
Princess.
Hey. Could that be? Ether.
Ai.
Wait. She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald. Your sister in the Abyss?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister? Nope.
Lumine,
too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Amin.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
ना भाई वो कुछ ही है।
Left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. That's right. At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all? Oh, well then... First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister... It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest-ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the 7? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was just... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago! But he didn't turn it, so that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is also... How come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where if your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well, come on, traveler. Let's go. Let's go.
wonder when I'll be as tall as my...
चलो अब जाएंगे अपन इनाजो में। मेरे को इतना गुस्सा है ना, मैं बोला बहन चो इनाजो में क्यों नहीं गया अभी। अभी ऑर्डर वाला केस हेलो ये साला हेलो चल किस पीछे मर गया।
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so...
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity. Lady Ningguang,
कहीं से भी कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो रही है।
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central component Adepti. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady... Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I...
No. We better move quickly.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paima will ask you about how to run a business. Then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site and remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity.
Ningguang seems super busy. First, we gotta get out of Yujing Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere...
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
माँ की चू ये क्यों चालू हो गया ये चीज ये सब क्यों है but through the storms मेरे को यहाँ से ले क्यों नहीं जाते आप लोग हेलो ये चीज ओ भाई let's see इसमें क्या है through the storms देखते हैं प्लीज
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Lea Harbor. Let's see what she has to say.
okay thank you मैं इनेज़ोमा में पहुंच सकता हूँ
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. Go, Barbara, go!
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean, good. Is there anything I can help you?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into...
Oh. So that's why you're here.
Great! We can...
But the chance of success is...
Incredibly small. Then how did you...
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my... After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for... I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out, but to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found... that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of... And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation, but if you really are set on going, there is one...
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how...
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your...
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
नहीं सेटिंग किसे चला गया ठीक है चलो ठीक No, better. Thank you.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Floating.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of...
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or...
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability. Not just so. You've got nothing to worry about there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few, and with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we didn't come here to take part.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is get this. It's a master...
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world...
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talent. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want him to take part in your turn.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor...
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I...
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the ant...
यार ये लोग चला के चलाएंगे जाएंगे बेंच में। भाई मैं बोर हो रखा हूँ ये टाइम पे। बेंच में चलते ही जाओ। पहले उस पोशी वाले ने किया, तो मेरा हलवा इधर हो रहा है। बेड़ू हलवी।
I'll keep an eye on.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beta?
चल चुप रह।
You bet I am. Have you put your... Well, I'd have a look at the end. The Clash is a comp... Nobody wants...
Yeah!
Me? Oh... What? You... Not to mention, They tried to sneak past me. I planted a left hook. I stood my ground, of course. Around... I'm not saying I came out...
Uh-huh. But for us, even...
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there! Are you...
That's right. Nothing beats real life but this tournament.
Exactly.
His master...
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan. You probably... He's got to be to the Ling Shan.
Forced to...
It's a type of breed. For example, our...
One time, he sent a challenger...
It sure is.
We're clear...
There's a tuition?
Of course.
But recently, though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision...
Well, we have...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the...
Hey, youngster. If so...
So, you're also...
You better believe it. For me? Obtaining a... No. I know how that... I've passed in most people, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I've also brought along... Of course. I also put... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guy...
Chinks a Village Arm... Next, please. What's your name? Wait.
Graphic card.
Aren't you... Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
You hear it right. Graphic card.
Bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the...
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Leo fight off that ink? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if...
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable.
Yep. He still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, it's just a formality. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous...
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever... Right, your registration is a great hero such as yourself.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inna's...
There's another prize, too? Oh, first...
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to be...
Hey, so even though you don't... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the... In any case, looking at the competition... Alright, it's...
You seem like you're raring to go. Good. Then please...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint.
Well, I've fought, so come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess, you know. And since you signed up, we've had many. For one thing, so.
Huh? But we only just started.
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals.
To be fair.
All right, I'm gonna. We're finally here, folks.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be strong. Very well.
All right, that's an.
Your opponent in the I do not doubt your ability.
Relax, my guys at.
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Come on, let's go sign up.
It's a fury. Sweating all over. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses.
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extreme. So don't get.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find.
Ah, it's you! I myself.
Maybe.
Why, yes. I faltered but given my stature, I'm sure.
बे क्या है लड़ लूंगा
He tried to use force to. His opponent was pretty. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me. I don't dare tell my. Sorry, I shouldn't be.
Oh.
Thanks.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding. I could sense that. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim. In fact, I did.
I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who are.
Not exactly. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I haven't proper.
Yeah.
It is true that I am versed. I do not mean to given your talent.
Hang on.
Gathering intel. Besides our favorite.
You betcha. Wait a second.
However, there is only so much that can come with me.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
One. इतना दूर क्यों जाते हैं ये लोग?
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skill. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. Since a young age, I have been attuned to it is things of this.
As crazy as
my humble to think a human could wield, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey.
Congratulations, आप finally
Many
Inazuma
things have
पहुंचने
happened
वाले हो.
along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements to it all.
हाँ या ना?
तो ये लोग इतना गुस्सा दिलाते ना मेरे को.
क्या हुआ? हार गया?
Such unfathomable things are the
ये
essence
लंबी
of the
स्टोरी हो
gods.
गई कर रही है
However,
मतलब
I
फीलर.
still wish to have the honor of seeing how you
अबे
wield the
क्या
elements.
फील हो रहा है पता है?
Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me.
काजुआ को पीसफुल लोकेशन जाना है, 600 मीटर दूर चले जाओ अरीना से, फिर से भागते चलो. और ये डेन स्लिप वाला मैंने पहले ही, पता नहीं क्यों मेरे को लगा कि वो पहले वो है, क्या बोलते हैं अबे,
जरूरी है.
अरे मतलब मेरे को लगा कि हाँ जरूरी है पहले. मैं बोला ठीक है कर लेते हैं, क्या ही है.
Come a little closer.
तो क्या हुआ उसमें?
तो भाई वो भी ऐसे ही कर रहे हैं साला. 400 मीटर मतलब 400 कहाँ, ये वो तो 600-800 मीटर दूर भेज रहा.
कोई नहीं, मेरा भी आज स्टार रेल में दिखा दिन था.
मैं यार
You're in for a little shock.
एक तो साला वो खेल रहा हूँ, ठीक है, उसमें एक सीन हो गया, मतलब मैं मेरी मतलब 51 थी, ठीक है, तो मेरे को 25 समथिंग करनी थी अभी भी, ठीक है, गोल्डन चमकाने के लिए और सॉफ्ट हीट करने के लिए. तो मैं क्या सोच के आता पता है स्ट्रीम पे कि 10 पोल्स तो मेरे पास रेडी पड़े हैं, 10 पोल्स मैं स्ट्रीम पे करूँगा, आधी स्ट्रीम के बाद करूँगा, है ना, हाइप बना के थोड़ी. और 24 तारीख को 10 और मिलने वाले हैं पूल, तो वो करूँगा. ऐसे करके मतलब वो करूँगा, मतलब गोल्डन निकालूंगा, जीत गया तो मतलब वो होगा, अच्छी बात है, ठीक है. बस डिपेंड करता है कि मैं जीत जाऊँ, ठीक है. और एग्रोन वाला तो लग तुझे पता ही है कितना अच्छा था, ठीक है. आज मैं गया, मैं बोलता हूँ सबको कि मैं 51 पीटी पे हूँ, मेरे को इतना लगेगा, ठीक है, वगैरह वगैरह. मैंने दुनिया भर की सब बात की और मैंने 10 पुल्स किए. मैं बोला बस अच्छा पर्पल निकल जाए, मेरा गोल्डन चमक गया.
क्या?
मेरा गोल्डन चमक गया भाई 10 पुल में.
अच्छी बात है ना। कौन क्या निकला? आक्रोश।
एक्रोन नहीं, मेरे को निकालना था एवेचुरिन। वो गैम्बलर है, अच्छा शील्ड वगैरह है, शील्डर, ठीक है, बेस्ट मतलब अच्छा कैरेक्टर है, समझ ले, ठीक है। मैं निकाल रहा था, पुल कर रहा था, मेरे को चाहिए था मतलब अच्छा कैरेक्टर, मैंने देखा हुआ था, ठीक है।
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and he
और
relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words,
वेल्ट
as
निकल
long as
गया,
you remain
वेल्ट।
mine, please save your thanks. The world is a true.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already
आ
have your
गया।
own? Why are you so intent?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to, and what influences the.
अभी
My apologies for allowing me
मेरा
the
और
honor
दूसरों
of
का तो पता
witnessing
नहीं,
your
लेकिन
mystical.
कलम
So
बहुत खुश
that's
था,
what you're curious about. As
क्योंकि
you well know, a
उस
vision
दिन
hunt
पता है ना हम
decree is visions are
वो
given
कर
in the
रहे थे,
outset. Not to mention,
एक्रोन पुल और
as
कलम
far
आके
as
तेरे
I
को
know,
बोला था
Liu's contracts are meant to benefit all
कि
who
मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ
reside
ये
within.
गेम।
It goes without saying,
तो
people locked within.
इस बार भी सेम चीज हुई।
Like something that got.
Oh,
मेरा
have you
चमका ना
encountered
तो
the
मैं
elect with
मतलब
time?
शुरू में थोड़ी ना
We will
तुरंत ही ऐसा
if you
गोल्डन
wish to
गोल्डन
find her,
निकाल
she
दूंगा,
will forever
बस
be.
मैं वहां पे बात कर रहा
There
था,
will come a day
जैसे
when I
गोल्डन
too
चमका,
shall
मैं बोला
wish to
भाई मेरे को
understand
बिल्कुल
the answers
एक्साइटेड
to
नहीं था भाई,
eternity from
गोल्डन
her.
भाई गोल्डन
Ah,
ऐसा करके।
the time for your match is
कलम बोलता
approaching.
है भाग, मैं गेम छोड़ रहा हूँ वापस।
If you have no other
चालू
matters
किए,
to
ठीक है,
attend to, then
मैं
we can
गेम छोड़
return
रहा हूँ
together.
वापस, भाग।
Very well.
ऐसे करके
Just be sure to not be late.
फिर वो मैं हारा, उसके बाद हंसने वाली इमोजी ये भेज रहा है और बोलता है हे नाइस। खुश हो गया भाई।
पर्पल निकाल दे भाई। शिट पेंच अट पग 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 सही क्या?
तूने आज ज्यादा डिले लगाया है?
नहीं
हाँ, तेरे आज ज्यादा डिले है।
नहीं होता नहीं है।
अरे आज ज्यादा डिले है भाई।
होगा भाई ये पता
कल,
नहीं।
अरे कल मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा था ना, कल या कब,
तरसों नहीं, तरसों से उससे की तरसों।
हाँ मतलब देख आज स्ट्रीम कर रहा था, वो
हाँ
अलग है। एक तो
तरसों के
भाई
अरसों
तेरी
के
ऑन
तरसों
स्ट्रीम पे
के।
ही बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन एक बात बोलूं,
हाँ
बिल्कुल अच्छी नहीं लगती यार। एक बात पता है इनकी,
क्या?
भाई एक बंदा आके बोल रहा है, मेरे को पता है जो कि ठीक है, क्योंकि मैंने वो भी तो देखो भाई टाइम वगैरह, और खुद भाई बना नहीं रहे, खुद बना के दे दो ऐसा है तो ठीक है। मेरे पास टाइम वगैरह था नहीं, और मेरे को रिसेंट मतलब तुरंत ही याद आया कि मेरे को भाई स्ट्रीम करनी है, स्ट्रीम के लिए कोई है नहीं, मतलब वो गेम मतलब डिसाइड करनी थी तो दूसरे की थी, लेकिन मैंने सोचा कि यही करूंगा होंगे स्टार रेल, ठीक है। अभी इसकी कोई थंबनेल पड़ी नहीं थी तो क्या करता, तो मैंने थोड़ी देर में ही बना ली मतलब एक थंबनेल, ठीक है, जो कि मैं कहूँगा इतनी ज्यादा भी बैड नहीं थी, ठीक है, जितना वो बता रहा था। तो एक बंदा आके बोल रहा है पिक्सी, ठीक है, भाई बोलता है ये भाई क्या वो लगाई है थंबनेल, इससे अच्छा मैं पेंट में थंबनेल लिख दूं ना, तो बोलते हैं कि वो ज्यादा अच्छा दिखेगा। उससे भी खराब है ये वो, करना नहीं है भाई खुद।
Wait a moment. Something doesn't. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the traveler.
भाई गेम अच्छी नहीं है, ये अच्छी नहीं है, वो अच्छी नहीं है। तो सोच होंका स्टार रेल में हारा ना, उसके बाद भाई बोलता है कि कुछ और खेलो, ठीक है। फिर मैं निकी में गया, ठीक है। अभी वो बाकी लोगों को तो भाई तुझे पता है ना, वो तो वैसी टाइप की गेम है तो बाकी लोगों को पसंद आएगी, लेकिन फिर वो आरू था बोलते कि गेम चेंज करो, क्योंकि मतलब वो तो वो है ना बच्चा,
Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not
तो
escape nature's
मैंने निके भी
watchful.
चेंज करके स्काई में गया, स्काई में भी अलग
The
भड़वा
vision
खानी
was the
है।
prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look
उसके बाद
after.
पम्मल की बात वगैरह नहीं चल रही थी, डिसीड की, फिर वो लीथल की, वो सब बातें नहीं चल रही थी वो, तो वो बातें चल रही थी, फिर मैं चला गया।
Come with me.
मतलब थोड़ी देर लग गई उनको, ठीक है। उसके बाद पता नहीं मन ही नहीं किया भाई, ऐसा मन करने लगा कि अब चले जाता हूँ, तो मैं स्ट्रीम पे गया म्यूट डेफ होके, बस मैं बोला बाय बाय। मैंने देखा कि कलम ऊपर है, मतलब वो तू ऊपर है वीसी में, लेकिन मैं बोला कि ठीक है, फिर मैं म्यूट डेफ हो गया, और मैं मतलब थोड़ी देर भाई बस बेड पे जाके लेट गया। दिमाग खराब होता है भाई। इससे अच्छा भाई बाकी लोग जो भी बोले मैं तेरे साथ वही कर लेता, पता है।
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the
तो
opposite
लंबी
shore.
खींचे।
You can hear that too?
अरे सच में भाई। अरे ये क्या मतलब है, सोचना सुन, मैं तेरे को क्या बोल रहा हूँ, तू अभी गेंशिन का टाइटल लगाया, ठीक है?
Follow me.
नहीं।
लगाया।
There may be an ambush
अरे
waiting
मैं
for us
यार।
up ahead,
अच्छा।
but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
मेरा ऐसा मतलब
नहीं क्या नहीं, साला जवाब देने कौन बोला?
अरे
मैं बता
सॉरी।
रहा हूँ ना, तू थंबनेल या वो लगाया कोई भी। अबे यार एक तो ये क्या हो रहा है, मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा। आज ही हो रहा है ये।
क्या?
जब मैं डिस्कॉर्ड को रिस्टार्ट मार के
They're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected.
हाँ।
In which case, please stand
मैं
back.
क्या बोल रहा हूँ? अब सुन, तू ना वो करे, क्या बोलते हैं, तू मतलब गेंशिन का थंबनेल या फिर टाइटल लगाए, ठीक है?
बोल ना।
तू गेंशिन का थंबनेल या टाइटल लगाए, फिर वो टाइटल या थंबनेल लगाने के बाद सोच, तूने ऐसा नहीं बिल्कुल नहीं खेला लेकिन आधा घंटा खेला, ठीक है? अभी आधा घंटा खेलने के बाद भाई सोच तेरे को वो करे मतलब होए गेम मतलब गेम चेंज करनी पड़े या वगैरह, समझ रहा है? फिर सोच तूने कोई थंबनेल बनाया है बहुत मतलब वो करके मैंने करके, ठीक है?
You caught up with me?
वो थंबनेल का क्या फायदा, एक बात बता। फिर तूने जो नीचे टैग्स लगाए हैं उसका क्या फायदा, तूने जो हैशटैग लगाए हैं उनका क्या फायदा, तेरे टाइटल का क्या फायदा? जो लोग भी तेरे को जो गेम तू खेलने वाला था, ठीक है, जो भी तेरा टाइटल और थंबनेल था, उसके लिए जो देखने वाले थे, उस गेम को जो देखने आए थे, वो मतलब वो चले जाएंगे ना, चले जाएंगे कि नहीं? उसमें क्या फायदा हमारा? समझ रहा है क्या बोल रहा हूँ? अभी तू गेंशिन का टाइटल और थंबनेल रख के तो मतलब लोग ऐसा तो एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे नहीं तेरे से कि तू गेंशिन के नाम पे वो खेलेगा पम्मल, समझ रहे हैं? तो लोग आए हैं मतलब क्लिक कर रहे हैं, अगर हमारे में से कोई चूतिया दोस्त ना हो और कोई और क्लिक कर रहा है अगर, तो वो क्या देखना चाह रहा है? वो गेंशिन या होंका देखना चाह रहा है, जो भी थंबनेल है स्ट्रीम पे वो देखना चाह रहा है ना। भाई फायदा ही नहीं है तुम गेम चेंज करो फिर, समझ रहे? लास्ट में चलो 30 मिनट कुछ और खेल लिया ना, वो चलता है 1 घंटा भी, लेकिन समझ मेरा एक बार ऐसा भी हुआ था, पता है? जो गेम की वो है ना मतलब थंबनेल वगैरह वो कम है और दूसरी गेम ज्यादा है।
समझ गया। बट मेरे को तो वो नहीं गंदा लगा ये पांडा का मेंटालिटी थोड़ा सा।
अरे भाई सुन, मैं बोलूं वो खेलता है, फॉरेस्ट खेली है, माइनक्राफ्ट खेली है, ठीक है, ये सब खेली है, लेकिन मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ अगर सपोर्ट कर रहे हो तो हर टाइप के जॉनरा को क्यों नहीं सपोर्ट करते भाई? ये क्या है, तुम खेलो वो अच्छा है बाकी सब बुरा है?
What's wrong? Are you asking for
अरे
more
देख,
punishment?
शुरू में मैं पीसी लिया था, मेरे को वैलो घटिया लगती थी, ठीक है, लेकिन ये मेरा ओपिनियन है ना, मैं दूसरों को ये बोलता हूँ कि घटिया गेम नहीं ना, मत खेलो, ये नहीं करता मैं, मत
No
खेलो।
pleasure when people are forced into a corner. That is when they're great, but unfortunately.
अरे
Yes.
सुन तो
From the moment I've tried
एक
many
मिनट,
of the
पिक्सी ने तेरे से वो करवाई थी डोंट स्टार्व टुगेदर,
Why don't
याद
you
है
give it
देखो?
a try? I see.
अच्छा देखी
No
थी,
matter. This was a
देखी थी वो 2D टाइप की
डाउनलोड किया, हाँ
She
हाँ।
is a good friend of mine.
पैसों
One
में
day
थी
he
ना,
asked me about a
2D टाइप
sword
की
artifact
सर्वाइवल
he had
गेम
heard,
थी
the
एक,
Musono
ठीक है?
Hitotachi.
अभी वो
I
पिक्सी
told
का
him it can
कितना
only be
वो है,
witnessed when divine
समझ,
punishment is
वो
administered.
ठीक है, उसको जो पसंद है
It
उसको
is the
पसंद है,
pinnacle
उसके लिए
of
अच्छा
the
है, ठीक है?
Raiden Shogun's
लेकिन बाकी
skill,
को किसी को
a
पसंद नहीं आई,
symbol
तो
of
खराब हो गया
ultimate
जॉनरा,
power.
वो गेम घटिया हो
But
गई।
he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always
मतलब
be
ही नहीं है
those
भाई।
who dare to brave the
और पिक्सी
lightning's
भी बोलता
glow.
भाई होंका स्टार रील इतनी बकवास है भाई, मत खेला कर,
Then
गंदी गेम,
the
गंदी
vision
गेम।
hunt decree
भाई
arrived.
मैंने आज तक उसको नहीं बोला वो
People's
चीज, मैं भाई देख,
aspirations were stripped
मैंने उसकी
away
कॉपी भी रखी,
as the
मैंने
Raiden
नहीं बोला
Shogun
उसको कि
began to
भाई मैंने
construct
पैसे भी
her
दे दिए उस चीज
ideal
के,
of eternity.
कि वो नहीं अच्छी लगती मुझे,
While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my
क्योंकि जो
friend had
पसंद है वो पसंद
challenged the
है,
vision
ठीक है
hunters
भाई।
to a duel before the throne.
और ये कटसीन भी आता है, मेरे को पता ही नहीं था।
A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
तेरी बहन की ऐसा बोलना था ना राइडन।
I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless.
तू जो सारा विद तलवार पे
Meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still.
ये तेरा कटसीन है तो बता दिया
It's
करना।
just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then.
क्यों खत्म?
It's time we returned.
क्या?
Allow me to gather the
सब कुछ।
मतलब?
इंटरेस्ट।
अरे नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं।
तो
ये मेरे को तो पता ही है ना, और कोई और देख नहीं रहा, तो आई डोंट माइंड कि भाई बायोन इज जेट चैम्बर राइजिंग। अबे नहीं 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 नहीं।
क्या हुआ?
ए भाई हम कल करते ये सब भेजे माँ की, ये जेट चैम्बर राइजिंग की साला मैंने गलती से ये जेट चैम्बर राइजिंग वाला क्वेस्ट भी चालू कर दिया।
एक बात बोलूं?
भाई बेटा अब पता नहीं ये पहले कैसे आ गया।
एक बात बोलूं लेकिन?
हाँ बोल रहा।
तू ना एक काम करियो और उसका पता है क्या है?
क्या?
अब तू ना अगले वर्जन में ही करियो चालू, पता है क्यों?
क्यों?
क्योंकि अगले वर्जन में एक ऑप्शन आ रहा है कि तुम अगर ये इंटरप्शन वगैरह नहीं चाहते हो तो वो नहीं होगा, समझ रहे हैं? कि एक क्वेस्ट के बदले एक क्वेस्ट बंद हो जाती है ना, वो नहीं होगा, ऑप्शन होता है कुछ ऐसा, कुछ चला रहे हैं।
अच्छा फिर तो भाई ये जेड चैम्बर वाला मेरे को विजन नेट के बाद कर रहे हैं। ये राइडन वाइडन को उड़ा दूं फिर बाद में फिर से लिए आऊं, ये क्या बोलते हैं इसे, नीचे जाने वाला वो हलवा जिधर शाह मरा था उधर, तो उसके बाद है जेड चैम्बर। ये पहले कैसे चालू हो गया?
अरे
मैं
नहीं
कुछ
वैसे होता है।
सोची।
अरे नहीं है, अरे वो एग्जैक्टली उसके बाद ही वो हुआ है, मतलब एस्टेब्लिश्ड उसके बाद ही किया गया है, समझ रहा है? लेकिन हमारे एंगल से क्या हुआ है पता है तुझे? क्योंकि हमारा तो भाई इनोजुमा कैज़म सब कुछ आया ना, उसके बाद उन लोगों ने वो नया अपडेट डाला ना,
वही
समझ
तो
रहा है? हाँ, तो हमको ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो उसके उस सब के बाद आता है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है।
ऐसा नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे को तो ऐसा ही चाहिए ना
भाई हाँ ना, कितना अजीब लगेगा भाई। अभी अभी जेट चेम्बर डूबा है
हाँ, और
और वापस आ
कल ही
जाओ।
डूबा और आज निंगो अनाउंसमेंट करती है मैं तो फिर से बना रही हूँ भेज।
बोले बहुत पैसा है भाई, जब जब ये आएंगे। और सुन, वो सब छोड़, इसमें भी वो आता है ना, बोले वापस आ
कौन सा
गया
नहीं, नाम
वापस।
क्या है उसका? कोई तो आता है, वो उसकी बहन आती है,
हाँ
वो उसके साथ, क्या नाम है उसका?
लेकिन
अ,
लेकिन वो तो, वो सब छोड़ना, मैं क्या बोल
हम्म,
रहा हूँ तेरे को, सोच तो सही। कल डूबा, आज वापस ला दिया, और कल वो मरा, आज वापस बदला लेने आ गई बहन उसकी।
भाई
गैंग वॉर चल रहा है
भाई क्या बंदा है।
भाई।
अबे दूसरा कब चालू हो रहा है
मतलब देख
ये?
लो।
मैंने बंद कर दी भाई।
हम्म, स्ट्रीमिंग
दूसरा
कब स्टार्ट
बंद
है?
नहीं नहीं
हैं?
नहीं।
कलम होगा गेम में, कलम तो है।
नहीं
7 दिन थे ना, 3 दिन तो हो ही गया आई थिंक सो, 3 या 4 दिन बचे होंगे मैक्स।
हम्म,
अब मेरे को निकालना है न्यू वेलेट है।
कलम
हम्म
तेरी 50-50 है?
गारंटी।
अच्छा।
मैं किस पे?
अरे यार, गेंशिन में है।
ऐसा गंजिन में 50-50 5 बार तो जीता हूँ।
पक्का?
हाँ
चलो मजा आएगा समन्स करने में।
अबे कौन है आक्रोश? अर्ली चीनो ना?
हम्म
मैं भी ला रहा हूँ वो तो।
हम्म,
अबे वो लूं या उसका वेपन लूं यार, समझ में नहीं आ रहा। ये टेडी।
एक में रुका है।
टेडी। हेलो। हेलो कलवा।
हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ कल 4
हेलो, क्या बोल रहा था?
एक क्वेश्चन है।
हम्म
अर्ली चीनो निकालूं
हम्म
या क्या उसका वेपन निकालूं?
दोनों निकाल ले।
नहीं, दोनों में से एक।
अह, मैं गेंशिन से अपडेटेड तो नहीं हूँ, लेकिन रुक एक मिनट, उसके वेपन का नाम क्या है?
या या बगिया बगिया
क्या?
नाम है उसका वेपन
मैं
का।
सीरियसली पूछ रहा हूँ, छोड़ यार रुक।
मैं सीरियसली बता रहा हूँ।
Crimson Moon's semblance. Okay.
Yes. Crit damage.
हाँ crit damage तो मेरे को पक्का पता ही था.
मेरे को नहीं पता था, मैं तो ऐसे ही बोल रहा हूँ.
क्या चीज?
मेरे को लगा था कि एचपी परसेंटेज होगा.
एचपी नहीं, उसका क्रीट डैमेज या क्रीट कोई भी क्रीट का स्टैट होगा, क्रीट रेट या फिर सीआर सीडी कुछ भी होगा. रुक
क्रीट रेट
रुक हाँ क्रीट रेट है 22 पॉइंट. ओके बेस अटैक है. वेल वन साइडेड वेपन है, आगे के कैरेक्टर्स के लिए काम आ सकता है. बाकी इसका आधे से ज्यादा स्टैट्स तो खत्म ही हो गए यहाँ पे. जहाँ पे मेरे को पता ही था भाई ये बॉन्ड ऑफ द लाइफ पे ही, वो बॉन्ड ऑफ लाइफ पे ही वर्क करने वाला होगा, क्योंकि वो वर्क करती है ना, तो उसका वेपन भी वही वर्क करने के लिए होगा. और इसमें भी बॉन्ड ऑफ वो लाइफ घुसेट दिया इन लोगों ने.
क्रिट रेट ठीक है. दूसरा क्या है? ग्रांट ऑफ बॉन्ड ऑफ लाइफ, मतलब ठीक है जो भी. इक्वल 25% मैक्स एचपी चार्ज अब ये गेन अब ठीक है. हाउ टू ऑब्टेन गाचा. गाचा अर्ली चीनों का क्या है स्टेट, वो देखना है मेरे को. किधर आके बसड़ी की
बहुत 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 फक्ड अप है.
फ्रेगमेंट ऑफ हार्मोनिक 20 में, मतलब सॉरी 20 में बोल दिया, बीम से.
एक मिनट कलम.
बोलना.
तूने 55 कब कर लिया?
अबे एसेंड होती, अबे लीने
मतलब 50 कब कर लिया?
टेडी
बहुत पहले.
ये दो लोग आ रहे हैं, अर्ली एंड लीने आ रहे हैं.
हाँ
लीने का क्या है?
लिनी अच्छा है, डैमेज डीलर है, एचपी पे ही वर्क करते हैं सारे कैरेक्टर्स वगैरह फाउंटेन के. लेकिन लिनी जो है वो
Hey, what's up,
मतलब
guys?
लिनी
Welcome to a
उसके
complete
लिए
and
है,
detailed Liddy guide.
सिंगल
In
डैमेज
this video,
डीलर
we're
कह
gonna
सकता
cover
है,
everything you
अकेला
need to
भी
know
कर सकता है.
regarding
लेकिन
how
मेरे को
to
इतना
best
खास
build
लगा
and
नहीं
play
था
Liddy.
क्योंकि
We're gonna cover his best artifacts, weapons, teams, playstyles, rotation advice, and so much more.
दोनों ही
To give you
बेकार है,
all this
लेकिन आली
information
चीनों
pretty
निकालनी
much
है तो
as early as
निकालो.
possible because I had time to
वही
play
है,
Liddy
मैं
on
भी
the
ट्राई
media server
करूंगा, निकल
before it
ले
came
तो.
live, and so I'm gonna go into as much detail as possible without wasting
ऐसा
any of your
मुझे
time and talking
एक तो पता नहीं मैं 80-90 वाले उनको क्यों देखता रहता हूँ लेने का. चलो गाइस, दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे. बाय बाय.